written by former LFHS student Matt Ronzani.
This piece won the National Scholastic Award.
And we were very lucky to have such a talented and hardworking cast.
We were. Just as a precaution, this wasn't put into the program. This one act has a strobe light, so just to make sure everybody knows. And we'd like to thank Alice
And Gretchen.
and
Enjoy
the show.
Why are you so sad? Okay, class, settle down. Settle down now. Shut up, everyone! That's better. I want you all to open your textbooks to page 243. Today we are going to be applying some of our recently learned knowledge to everyday life.
You mean we're doing word problems?
That's right, Bobby. Word problems, or story problems, or applicable scenarios, whatever you want to call them.
I hate word problems. They never make any sense.
Now, Bobby, students always think they can't solve word problems. But what they don't realize is that they're just like every other problem. The trick is to not get caught up in the story element. Ignore everything but the basic mathematical function. The rest is irrelevant.
But Miss LaBamba, if we're supposed to ignore the story element, what's the point of having it there in the first place? What's the point of story problems anyways?
They're just real-life scenarios that can show you that math can be applied to your everyday life. Why don't we get started and you'll see what I mean. Bobby, will you read us the first question?
Your prom date, a bib, is trying to find the most cost-efficient way to transport the two of you to the dance. The bus will cost $3.50 each, while driving will take up 2 gallons of gas. Assuming that Habib obeys the 45-mile-per-hour speed limit the entire way. Miss LaBamba, I object to this problem.
What, Bobby?
You said these problems are going to be from our everyday lives.
And?
Well, you being a woman would surely agree that any boy trying to weasel out a few bucks on prom night is not much of a day.
Bobby, that hardly matters. We're just trying to solve the problem.
And another thing, have you ever met anyone named Habib? I mean, I'm all for political correctness.
Bobby! Remember what I said about not feeding too much into the problem?
I know. But if the point of these problems is to relate math to real life, don't you think they should be a little bit more realistic?
Well, why don't we move on to number 2 then? Perhaps you'll find that one more convincing.
In order to save up for a camping trip, your friends Pierre, Savannah, Enrico, and Bilhu have decided they want to open a lemonade stand? Assuming they sell all the cups and that each cup is valued at 25 cents, how many cups will they need to sell to pay for the entire camping trip, which will cost $500?
Okay, class, what would be the first step in solving a problem like this one?
Miss LaBamba?
What now, Bobby? Is the problem not real enough for you? Do you find Ibulu's actions to be inconsistent with his nature? Why don't we get off the complaint train and hop on the Progress Express?
I was going to say, how can this be considered a realistic problem if you have to assume that every cup will be sold? In real life, no one operating a lemonade stand can count a complete success.
That's it, Bobby. Since you pride yourself on being such an independent thinker, why don't you go out in the hall and work on these by yourself? That way
word problems never make any sense. Where was I? In order to save up for a camping trip, your friends Pierre, Savannah, and Rico decided they want to open lemonade stand. Pierre has brought twice as many cups as Savannah, and Enrico has brought 1/4 as many as Mbulu, who has brought 4 more than Pierre. There's got to be more to this story than this.
You're getting Enrico upset.
I didn't mean to upset you. I'll still lemonade, I promise.
This was never about the lemonade, Bobby. No, this is about Pierre trying to control me.
Control you? I'm only trying to help you, you ungrateful whore.
That's right, Pierre. I'm a spoiled little brat and just Mr. Perfect, aren't you?
Calm down and talk about this.
Hey, Savannah, why don't we tell Bobby here what we've really been setting up for?
You wouldn't.
Hey, Sal, I thought you guys said you were setting up for a camping trip.
Sorry, Bobby. That was just a cover-up. We were really saving up the money for Savannah's abortion!
How could you?
He was going to find out sooner or later.
Wait a minute, let me get this straight. Savannah's pregnant.
Looks like the cat's out of the bag.
About this in the book.
Are you happy now, Pierre? Will you not be happy until the whole world knows?
Hey, don't pretend like this is my fault.
Everyone, please, you're upsetting him, Bulu.
Good. He shouldn't be upset. He's the one who did this to me. Yes, you. You're the father of my baby.
Suckling!
I did not say no.
You told me it's that Arabian guy. What is his name?
Habib?
Yes, that's it. Habib.
Hey, I know him. He was in the first crowd. Wait a second. You're saying Savannah did it with a bib?
Among many others.
It was prom night, and I was hammered like a nail. I love a man who's careful with his money.
So how do you know in Bulu that Fozzie are not Habib?
Because I'm 2 months pregnant and prom was 3 years ago. You do the math.
Habib! You lie about Habib!
I thought we'd never speak his name again.
Why can't you say his name?
Because he's dead. Pierre and Enrico killed him. Whoa!
You guys are really messed up.
Not going, Savannah. You told us he was the father. You lied to us.
And now an innocent man has been killed. Oh, I can't take it. Ooh, yeah, Kasha.
Wait, what if he's not really dead? What if he survived and is out there now watching us? Waiting.
What are you talking about? What is she talking about?
Get the hell out! He can't still be alive. We dumped this body into the middle of the ocean. Remember?
Well, that was 3 miles from the shoreline. He could have swum back.
I waited there till sunrise. He never swam back.
Well, it took you over an hour to get to the shore. He could have made it in that time.
Très impossible. Habib couldn't swim that fast.
Pierre, you're not taking into account the 30 minutes it took you to dock the boat, or the 5 minutes it took you to tie each one of the 4 ropes. Now, assuming that Habib swam on an average of 1.5 miles per hour, wouldn't he have made it back in time?
Bobby, do you know?
What is wrong with you people? You guys are sick. All of you.
It's a simple mathematical equation, Bobby. Do you know the answer or not?
Help me! Somebody get me out of here! Get me out of here! Get me out of save up for a camping trip next summer, your friends Pierre, Savannah, Enrico, and Emilu decide they want a lemonade stand. It's a little bit more complicated than that. In order to solve a problem of this nature, we need to dig a little deeper. The first thing we need to ask ourselves is, what are these people's motivations? Is this really about camping? Or is it about something more? I believe that Savannah's intentions are pure, but like Pierre and Enrico, she acts on impulses. She sabotaged whatever relationship she had left with Pierre when she slept with Emilu, and rather than mess up and accept the consequences, she ends up hurting an innocent man. In this case, a bib.
Oh, not him!
Now, that's not to say what Pierre and Enrico did was okay. They made a fatal mistake and do not deserve our sympathy. But if we can come to understand why they did what they did, maybe, just maybe, we can come to understand ourselves a little better. Thank you! Thank you!
Actually, Bobby, the answer was 2003.
You're on.
So Matt, how did you feel about your presentation of the script?
Well, it was very surreal because like I have every line memorized, but it was really good. The strobe light effect was mind-boggling, and everyone did a really good job. It was very controversial, and it was fun. And I think Jake and Duck did a great job. And there were some good times and some bad times in the process, but I think it was all worth it for today. So, good job, guys.
Do you have plans for any future writing?
Well, I'm gonna submit this to Play Scripts, so that's big time. And then, yeah, who knows? The future is endless.
Have you got a project greenlight?
Oh yeah, that's me in like 3 or 4 years, right after school, whenever I end up going there.
So where are you going next semester?
Next semester, I'm potentially going to Savannah College of Art and Design, and let's not talk about college anymore.
Okay.
Yeah.
Matt, it was a pleasure.
It was a pleasure. Thank you.
Good luck
Thank
with
you.
future writing.
Good luck in whatever you do.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. This is great.